If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. And if this is your first time on the channel, well, welcome, and I hope that you'll consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, hitting the notification bell, and leaving a comment. If you leave a comment, I'm going to reply. In today's video, we're talking about driving characteristics, my impression of these characteristics. We're going to be covering regen, autopilot, air suspension, seat comfort, the windshield, and of course, that instant torque. We're going to have a list right here through the entire video, so you can either jump ahead or repeat back to something that you're interested in hearing. The Model X was charged to 100%. Jenny, she's handling great, but there's no regen. I'm currently at 95%, and it's very noticeable here in the stop-and-go traffic that she's not, it's not as aggressive as it's been in the past when I was at 80% or lower. So I'm being very careful here in stop-and-go traffic to make sure that while I'm still one-pedal driving, I'm aware of what my stopping radius is in terms of how quickly she's responding to my need to slow down and when do I have to hit the brake. So one interesting thing about all Teslas is they have a program called Autopilot. What it is a lane keeping system that also is an adaptive cruise control. So why don't we turn it on? You heard that bong bong? Well, now we're in cruise control, and it's going to keep the lane for me as the lane turns and twists. It's going to maintain its centered position between the lines. It's taken me a while to get used to this, especially the activation part, because I'm a left lane hugger. When I'm driving, I'm typically more towards the left lane, and I like driving in the left lane. So for me, it always shifts over more toward the right to get it in the center of the lane, which actually brings me closer to the people on the right, which doesn't make me all that comfortable. It's an adjustment. Another interesting thing is it will keep you in this lane, but if you want to switch lanes, you're basically going to be disengaging autopilot and having to re-engage it. Once I have a clear spot, I'll show you how that works. So we have a car coming up on us, and once it makes it up to us, we are then going to put on our directional, and it automatically turned itself off, the autopilot, and now I have to re-engage it, and we're back to lane keeping, and it's accelerating to the max speed that I've set. Now, I don't want to stay in this lane because this is technically the passing lane and I'm not going as fast as everyone else. So, again, I'm going to move over, get into the center lane, get settled in this lane, set the max cruise, and voila. As we come into this turn, she took the turn fine, and now she's just centering the car right where we need to be. Listen to the roar of a ice and car. Bye-bye. What I love about this car is the silence. When I'm not surrounded by diesels or someone with a supercharger, it's a pleasant ride. It really is. I've been driving for several hours now, and this is one of the smoothest rides I've ever taken. I loved my Ford Explorer. It was very comfortable. I had it, 6 of them in the last several years, but this Model X, its air suspension makes it so comfortable. When you're going through the breaks in the asphalt or repairs, it's there. You feel a tiny something, but it's not that thud, 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 that you normally would have. It's much gentler. It's much smoother, which I really appreciate. So in terms of the comfort of the ride, it's really spectacular. So let's talk about the seats. They are incredible. I love these seats. The The comfort of the bottom and the support in the backrest are fantastic. The heating and the cooling are great. It's not just the bottom, it actually does the bottom and the backrest, which I certainly appreciate. Then there's the overall bolsters. They're comfortable to sit in, and the one slight challenge that I have is I'm 5'6", and running around for an hour here, an hour there, the seat's very comfortable. It's not a problem at all. But one of my concerns was maybe that gap between the headrest and the back of the chair might be a challenge for long periods of time. So I picked up this bolster right here, and I'm glad I did. It's come in really handy. It's giving me that little extra bit of support that I need. Like I said, the chair's still very comfortable, and I could survive without it. It's just a little extra creature comfort for me while we're on this ride. And yeah, the seats are fantastic. I'll leave a link to this bolster in the description if you're interested in picking one up. Another amazing part of this Tesla Model X is the windshield. I can't say enough about it. It's like being in a fishbowl and being the fish. I mean, I'm looking out and able to see amazing views and vistas. Being on Autopilot is really convenient to be able to relax while I'm driving and actually take in what I'm passing through, where I'm driving, and that's great. I love my Ford Explorer, but it only had adaptive cruise control, so I was still really hyper focused on the cars in front of me and what was happening. But now with the Autopilot, I'm still attentive, but I'm not having to be, oh my God, always ready at a second's notice. The car is going to give me warnings if someone's slowing down, if there's something happening, and I can, my hand's always on the wheel. But with this windshield, you really get to relax a little bit. You get to enjoy the vista, as they say, and I just can't say enough about it. One of the things I love about this Tesla Model X, and any Tesla I guess is true, is the Instant Torque. When you're driving and you hit the accelerator pedal, it just goes. There's no delay, there's no rev, there's no spooling. It instantly moves when you need it to. And there have been times when I was driving my Ford Explorer where, although she was quick, she wasn't this quick. And although I could, trust her to get me in and out of situations, there were more than once where I wasn't sure if I was going to get out of that situation, where someone was acting like an idiot. Maybe they were drunk, maybe they were having a medical emergency, but they weren't driving correctly. They were driving dangerously. And I wanted to get myself, my family, or my car away from them. And, I luckily got out of those situations, but I'm pretty confident in this car, I can get out of almost any situation. And that's reassuring. So we covered a lot of content today, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed making it for you. It's been an interesting journey, and we're up to 188 subscribers, but I need to get to 1,000. So I really need your help. If you appreciate and you enjoyed the content that I'm making, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and all of my videos. Leave a comment in the comment section, and I'm going to reply to you. A lot of the content that we made today was based on the feedback in other videos. So please, like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. If you leave a comment, I'm going to reply. Upcoming videos include a range test. We take the Model X on a long road trip, and we come back and go even further than our starting point. 2 for 1. Then we also cover the front and the trunk. We go deep dive into the measurements and this center console. A lot of great content coming. I'm Chris Fox. This is Northeast Tesla, and I'll see you in the next one.